Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. I got a short one for you. This is the weekend shift with the bonus vid. Everything went to the lows, but ain't nothing to freak out about. All right, let's get into it. Hey, what's going on? It's the weekend shift bonus vid. This is where I take the entire weekend shift and collapse down in just a few minutes. All right, some people got a lot of stuff going on and they don't want to hear all that. That's okay, but go check out my entire weekend shift live show. We had I'm taking tickers. We're looking at the broader averages. We're having a good time, all right? But everybody charted for things to go to the highs, all right? And that's not what happened. Everything went to the lows. It is a short week. We're anticipating people taking profits, but the seller, we had some jobless claims in there. We had some jobs reports numbers in there and labor numbers, and it went to the lows. All right, sellers took advantage of that, and it went to the lows. So, got a short one for you today. Not a lot of actionable signals because everything, most things are looking for continuations to the downside. Let's go look at the charts. All right, here we are, SPY. All right. I look at all 4 time frames, all just like this. All right, the month, the week, the daily, and the 60. This shows me time frame continuity. All right, so we are red on the month right now. Red on the month, inside month, and red. All right, if this thing gets all the way down to 510, we know we got some big problems. All right, but right now 540. And here's our week right now. 2-2 reversal back down. Went through this level of reclaim at 548. And we closed at 540. Not strong enough to get all the way down in here at 530, 531. But, looking for some more continuation down. So this is not a hammer, a shooter, or an inside bar. So there's no actionable signals for next week on that. Or the day. All right, here's your days to the lows. All right. To the lows. And here's your 60s doing the same thing. All right, 60-minute bars. All right, to the lows. All right. What I do want you to notice is they only sold that Tuesday was this was the first day of selling of the week, and of selling. All right, really aggressive selling. And then after that, did nothing. And then Thursday sold it really hard the second hour of the day. And then Friday sold it really hard for 2 hours and then did nothing. All right. So Thursday and Friday, even though it continued to move down, the moves only happened in the first 2 hours of the day. All right, and then after that, really didn't do much. All right, Dow Jones, same thing. QQQ, same thing. All right. Now, what I do want you guys to look at is the actionable signal on the week on QQQ. All right, this is why let me get you an arrow. This is why I talk about actionable signals as opposed to just taking any random 2 up and 2 down. Yes, a 2 up and 2 down is a 2-tip reversal. Yes, it is a 2-2 reversal down. But if you are looking for actionable signals, you have a reason to expect the price to move, all right? And you have a reason to plan your trades off of this actionable signal. All right, you could have been looking at this on Thursday, saying, okay, if this trades below 457, we know what to do. We know what to do. All right. And it opened up inside bar at 460, and then Friday finally trade below 457. All right. You want to work puts on this thing, or if that's your like final exit strategy, if you've held through all this for some reason and you're like, okay, I'm finally getting out. If this happens, you're getting out. But also if you're working puts, you know what I mean? That would be a good time to work that, all right? So those actionable signals give us a reason to expect the price to move, all right? Reason to believe that this thing is going to go to the lows, all right? I talk about that in my execution course over at thestratsoldier.com. All right, so, and then in the broader averages, you got utilities, shooter on the week, all right? This is a defensive position, so we'll see what they want to do here. XRT getting killed. XLK Tech getting killed. XLE Energies hits magnitude at the bottom of the bottom formation to the lows. Biotechs to the lows. All right, excuse me. Healthcare outside. It is 2 up on the month, but it went outside bar to the downside on the week. Looking for 3-2 down next week. Consumer staples green on the month and the week. All right, so Not technically a shooter, so I'm looking for more buyers to come in there and see what's going on there. Shaking my head with semiconductors, inside month and down big time on the week. All right, they say get me out of this thing. Now people want to talk about, well, the Strat doesn't work because I did all my chart analysis and this hammer said this thing was going to go to the highs. If you had buy orders here, or you were anticipating this thing to go to the highs, because of that hammer, the actionable signal goes in force at 248.52, and it didn't hit that at all. If you had orders in there for real, like orders, they did not trigger. They did not trigger. You're safe. All right. And if your plan was to trade above 248 and it got nowhere near that, so you had no reason to hit the buy button. None. All right. No reason. So, with the Strat, it's not gonna put you in a bad position. Yes, you'll get stopped out sometimes. You have to have your stops. You will get stopped out at times, but daggone it, if you're in, we do not get in early. All right, we do not get in early. We don't do that crap around here, because anybody who did that, hey, there's a hammer on the week. We about to buy calls. It's going back to the highs. They got murdered. All right, they got murdered. I don't have a button for that.
Fatality.
I don't have a button for murdered, but daggone, so we don't get in early. For actionable signals on the week, we don't have a whole bunch. Well, I'll show you what's going on. I told you utilities had a shooter on the week. So what we did is we went down. We're looking for those simultaneous breaks. We also found a shooter in utilities on AEE, ATO, AWK. Also knee. All right, I'm going to utilities. All right, those are utilities. CMS. Okay, and then we had some other ones. We had Delta Airlines shooter on the week. Shooter on the week goes in force below $41. DE. All right, goes in force below 379.77. All right, is it going to do it? All right, more utilities here. IBM shooter on the week below 199.25. All right, it is 2 up on the month, so we'll see what they want to do here. But there is a shooter on the week. Coca-Cola. All right, possible 2-2 reversal back down below $71. All right, could just be profit taking. Could just be profit taking, because there've been buyers and uptrend on the month. So this could be just profit taking, and the magnitude $69. All right, I know for a fact the options on KO are not too expensive. Lockheed Martin War Machine shooter on the week, and it goes in force at 564, and the magnitude is 556. All right, the path is red. The path is red. All right,
finish him.
All right, take him down. Take him down. All right, below $11.97, looking for that 3-2 down. Palantir's been doing great, but possible 2-2 reversal back up above $31.59. Tesla did go 2 up on the month, hammer in force on the month, but then on Friday they really sold them down hard on Friday. All right, really sold it hard. 2-2 reversal back down on the day. And went back through this level of reclaim all the way back down to 210, and now shooter on the week. That shooter goes in force below 209s. We'll see what they want to do there. Tesla has been having such a hard time with this. If you want to, not even looking at, I'm going to do something interesting here. If you're having problems figuring out what the heck is going on with trend period, we're talking about broadening formations. We're talking about, 2 ups and 2 downs and everything like that. Other technical analysis people are going to know exactly what I just drew. All right, it's a channel. But you, as just an everyday trader, you don't know what's going on with the trend. What's it really doing? Just draw a simple line. Is the line going up or down? Well, it's going down. All right, the trend is down. All right, now that's going to put you in a rabbit hole. I'm looking at my time here. It's going to put you in a rabbit hole, and you can look for hours and days and on patterns. And I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about just simply looking at the price, putting a simple line on, and saying, okay, what's it doing? It's trending down. All right, that's what you need to understand. It's trending down. Now, from there, yes, you use your trend lines to determine if, where reversals could happen, things like that. But that's a simple, very simple way to use trend lines. What is the price doing? All right, a simple way of summing up all this moves so your eye can easily see it. All right, trend lines, easy stuff. All right, so that is it for this one, and you got a little bonus lesson there with trend lines. All right, come check me out. Come check me out over at thestratsoldier.com. We'll have a Strat Camp webinar here in September. I'll start advertising that, and then a one-on-one as well, opportunity for someone to work with me. And go check out my execution course. That's where I talk about trading actionable signals. Go check out my Strat trade checklist. All right, we don't take every signal on the screen. We also line it up with time frame continuity, the second universal truth in the Strat. Go check that out, and I got another one coming up. All right. If you don't know anything about trading, and this is just like a quick 10-minute video that you watched, and you don't know nothing about trading, check out my ebook, From Zero to Trading. That's going to get you started. All right. There's some things you need to know even before you start, like what platform to even, to start an account with, how to start an account, what's the difference between common shares and options, how do you even find tickers? And there's a bonus video that comes with that introduction to all this stuff. All right. So this is the Strat. I am the Strat Soldier. This was the Strat Weekend Shift bonus vid. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.